great against spin, great against the quicks. He's just been absolutely awesome. That's sweet, but let's have a little look here, Gautam, the way he sets up. Just look at his stance. He stands so tall, Sangakkara. He's in a very good balanced position of ball release. We can learn so much from him. It's quite simple in certain ways. He's quite open, look, eyes level. But he's got options. You can see if the ball, he can get to the ball wherever it's pitched from that position from him.
The end of 7. It's 40. Yes, it is the end of the over. Or isn't it? The umpire reckons Dwayne Smith is not sure yet.
Yeah, that's the end of the 7th over.
They have given it the end of the over. So we'll go for that. 48 for 3.
Galaxy Gladiators Lantau, 3 wickets for 48.
Well, with our official scores here, he actually just told us, no, they bowled 6. Okay, so there it is there. So 48 for 3. Need a partnership between these two. Big partnership.
Well, a change of bowling from both ends. From the Victoria Harbour end, we've got Samit Patel coming on.
Batted beautifully, I thought, today for his nice little 50 that he's got. Played really well.
Yeah, this will be a good battle. Samit Patel against Kumar Sangakkara. It's a role he enjoys more and more, Samit Patel. Just likes to get through 4 overs of a T20 game.
Oh, now, I think he top-edged that and it hit into the grill. I heard something in the effects mic there, Gautam. Let's have a little look here. He top-edged it into the grill.
Very busy player at the crease, Anton Devsic. We've seen he plays a very different role when he's up against the quicker bowlers as and when he opens the batting. But once he's up against the spinners, you see the sweeps, the reverse sweeps, the paddles, the dinks.
And then he uses his feet, so it'll be hard to bowl to. That's for sure. Nice little battle. I think with the size of the ground, the dimensions, I'll be looking to sweep on most occasions. Oh, great catch. Oh, he's knocked over the big one. Can you believe it? They're back in town.
Oh, he's a wicket taker, Samit Patel. He gets it when he least expects. And he didn't expect that. Look at the Kowloon Cantons, ladies. Oh, they are ecstatic. What a big fish to get. Sangakkara goes for 14. It's 50 for 4.
Gladiators now 4 for 50.
Well, amazing fielding. He tried to get underneath it to look to hit it for 6, but all he could do was hit it straight back to Samit Patel. Now, these are little things. He's looking at the bottom of the bat, have a bit of a smirk here, but I would like to see the batsman field back up closer to the stumps and to get in the area of the bowler. Now, he would have been tangled up there a little bit. So the batsman there, Devcic, was too wide. They need to back up closer to the stumps and get a little bit in the area of the bowlers.
James Franklin.
And I just wonder, would it put Samit Patel off? James Franklin comes in.
Here we'll try and have another look at that. Calling for 2. It's going to be only 1. He'd gone 51 for 4.
Just 3 runs and a wicket coming from it.
Now, tried to look to go big there, and he just was too close to it. Good return catch. And it's always nice to knock over one of the greats. The big smile on his face. Fantastic.
It's going to take a while to wipe that smile off his face. He's gone to field somewhere at mid-wicket, square leg, still smiling. Dino, have a look at the last 4 overs. Just 16 runs. I know your power play theory supports the chasing side at the moment, but this could be the other 25%.
Yeah, the momentum's gone away for sure. Quick single there, I'll make it easy. They've tried the chasing after a smallish total on this ground, 158, by going hard after them, and they've lost too many wickets too early, I feel, particularly the last one at Kumar Sangakkara. This little flickage around the corner, and it'll go for 4. So he won't back off, this lad. He's a wonderful hitter of the ball. Picked up the line and the length.
It's just a placement. You need to find the short boundaries here, play the contours of the cricket ground. Done that well. Behind the 8 ball slightly. Good effort from Van Meekeren. Cleaned up by Zaidi.
Well, they're staying quite deep on the ropes because they're not really worried about the twos. They're trying to stop the boundaries, and there can get a little bit of a couple of bad bounces on the Kikuyu grass here. So Lantau need 100 runs from 68 balls here. They're still in the game. They're still in the game easily. They just need one of these guys making a 40 plus, I feel.
Never short of a word, Dr. Smith. Just having a quick word with James Franklin. Got my eye on you, he said. How often have we seen that happen? Just a chip falling safely in no man's land. 61 for 4.
Yeah, it is now 4 wickets for 61. They require a further 98 runs from 66.
Now this form of the game is all about innovation. The Hong Kong T20 Blitz, all about creating new experiences, much like the ethos at Hublot, supporting the Hong Kong Blitz and the Hong Kong Sixers and sharing this vision. Hublot watches first. They're different, they're unique. The official watch, the ICC, committed to supporting cricket around the world, and no better place to support it than in places like Hong Kong.
It's the divers watch there, the Hublot. Wouldn't mind one of them. Oh, now did he get all of it? Oh, yes, he did. He didn't get it. I didn't think he got it. Just the bat sort of shimmied at impact for me.
Another Tiara maximum for Anton Debcic.
That's a Tiara maximum, and unless someone can get through that fence, I reckon we're going to have another addition. No, we're not. The ball's come back. Somebody's very generous over that fence.
Well, this is what Kumar Sangakkara was trying to do, and Kumar got too close to the ball. On this occasion, he just got it away so he can get underneath the ball to hit it away.
You can also see in that previous delivery what he was saying. James Franklin standing so much closer to where in the line of the umpire. So if there were a similar return catch coming, he would be deterred by the sight of James Franklin out of the corner of his eye. With Debcic standing wide, it was a different matter altogether.
delicate from the big man. Oh, put your foot on it. Oh, it's gone for 4.
He had that for most of the way. Just saw the ball creeping over ahead of him. Big Dwayne Smith.
They're not out of this game, I tell you. Beautifully watched. Now 87 off 63. Looking for 2. And they're coming back. Oh, there's a run out. Take him off. Oh, my Lord. What just happened there? I honestly thought Franklin was coming back for a second there, Gotham, but obviously miscommunication, as there always is with a run out. And is that the moment that's really changed this match?
Don't Kiwis talk to each other? What's happening out there? Dear, oh dear. You have miscommunication when you don't know each other well. These two apparently should do. 26 for 21, Devsic goes 73 for 5.
Well, it's nice little work. He dawdled first up. I thought he was looking for 2. Started to come. Oh, and he's done him. Oh, it's what we call in Australia a good old-fashioned barbecue. He thought he was coming back and then said, oh, sorry, mate. Oh, I got it wrong. So he burnt his partner. That is an awful... Well, it's never a good run out, but that's not a good one.
Down for 73.
So Manjinder comes in.
73 for 5. Dean Jones just a moment ago was mentioning how they're still not out of it, and at 4 down with the 2 New Zealanders in, they were very much in the game. But another wicket fallen, that's going to be a bit of a setback. Required rate still far from out of reach, 8.23, that's par for the course. Manjinder, very decent strike rate. Averages just about 20.
Just for the new people who might be watching, what's 154 mean? That's 154 runs per 100 balls faced on average. So anything over 125 is outstanding. So slip in, fieldsman in the circle, putting pressure on him, trying to keep Franklin off strike. So just 31 runs off the last 4. Quick single here and they make it easy.
10 gone, 74 for 5.
Another great over from Sami Patel. At the halfway mark, the Gladiators are 5 for 74.
74 for 5. Manjinder, who's known to finish games, got a very brisk 36 it was against Bangladesh in the World T20 2014 in Bangladesh.
Back into the attack for the Cantons. Rayad.
Where do we stand now? 8.4 the required rate. The Worms have been crisscrossing. Up and down, and after that wicket you can see sudden downward spiral. Every time there's a W there, change of turn for that worm, the direction changes.
Now, they've brought a slip in as well. Dwayne Smith has just come into a floating second slip there. And now he'll bowl a lot of short stuff. This is the feel that got them, that they feel when they bowl to the associate players around the world, that they will rarely bowl the ball up. They'll keep the ball up between waist and chin. Let's see how he goes about it here, facing one of the finest from Pakistan. Just got to be careful not to give him too much room outside off stump, because he will get the odd one away. So get it short over middle stump and get the ball to go through armpit height. This is what they'll do. Looks pretty fit, doesn't he, Rayad?
When he wants to generate a bit of steam, he really can. especially if you get under his skin. He likes that.
Yeah, Shane Watson wasn't a huge rap with him at Adelaide Oval, I remember. That was amazing. That one of the talking points for the 2015 World Cup, wasn't it? Bowled absolutely like lightning. Of course, should have had him out too. Caught down at fine leg and they dropped him. So now the slip's gone out into a gully. They want a gully. I feel they should have stayed with the slip personally. If they're trying to get him out. There it is. That's what he'll do now. He'll just pepper it halfway down the pitch. Now, does he have the courage to get back and across and sit deep in his crease and look to pull it or cut it away now? That's what James Franklin's probably saying. Well, he's bowling a bit quick. Better you face him than me. I've heard that a few times with some players. He won't let him off here, Rayad, at all. Ah, it's a shot. There, good courage. Beautiful shot. Sat deep in the crease. He said to James Franklin, this is easy.
Whatever James Franklin said to him, a little more of that, please, James. Ah, that was a stunning shot. The connection, you could hear the sound off the bat.
Now, will he give him a quicker one now? Here we go. Oh, this is good TV. Oh, that's a wide. Oh, that's an awful ball, that. He's laughing. He said, sorry, Skip, that slipped. So all of a sudden the pressure with one good shot goes back onto an experienced international bowler. Now look, there's three. They got like a mother's meeting. They got mid-offs come up, and now the mid-wicket's gone to. Now he doesn't want to bowl the short stuff now because he's brought the slip out. This is very good batting. It's caused a few field changes.
That's a long trek for Dwayne Smith.
He won't be happy.
Slow.
And it's gone exactly to where Dwayne Smith was. Exactly. Oh dear. So for A, you've made him trek about 100 meters. That's about his week's exercise. And then you've got a ball going exactly to that very point. Now you want him back there.
Like, they're still in this game. They really are, folks. Lantau, that's 79 from 55. They just need a partnership. And Franklin has to stick around here. Now, I wonder what he's thinking here. If he bowls short, it's a very short boundary mid-wicket area here. Or if he bowls short, he could be fetching it. Quick single. End of the over. 7 runs from it. 11 overs gone. 81 for 5.
Look at that. What a vibrant city this is. Sometimes called the New York of the East. But people in Hong Kong like to say New York is the Hong Kong of the West. Got the shopping, the food, the trams, and of course surrounding this lovely cricket ground, a plethora of skyscrapers. Match nicely poised, 81 for 5, required rate, 8.5 runs and over, still very much possible as long as they've got wickets in hand. Chris Rogers sliding in along with Alan Wilkins.
Well, actually, Gotham, at this stage, Kowloon were 93 for 2 and in a great position, but then they lost 8 for 73 in the next 10 overs and lost their way as well. So there's still a good chance here for the Galaxy, but they have to play well.
Wickets in hand, 5, but you're looking at the tail here. 2 relatively new batsmen at the crease. Oh, no chance really for the keeper. It was Samit Patel, looks a little forlorn.
Well, that's a beautiful shot, isn't it, really? If that's what he meant. I don't think he was trying to get it that fine, but get just a little bit of bat on this. Well, he definitely wasn't trying to hit it that fine.
Gets underneath this for one. It looks dangerous, Munir. He is dangerous.
Yeah, well, of course, that innings he played against Bangladesh in 2014, that's Hong Kong's best win. So he was instrumental in that. Only chasing 106, but crucial runs.
And with someone like James Franklin, he's got someone who can work this out. He can pace this. Going along at 7.4, the required run rate is just a fraction under 9. End of the over. It's 12 gone, 88 for 5.
From Sami Patel, 12 overs gone. Galaxy Gladiators Lantau now 5 down.
I was listening, Alan, then to Gotham talking about Hong Kong and what a place it is. And of course, Wednesday night is the Happy Valley races, so it's definitely a place to be. I think I'll go over and say hello to that. What about you?
Is Dean Jones going?
I think I'm dragging him, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all going. One happy family. Yeah, Cameron Delport went for the very first ball of the innings. He tried to hit Ashazadi over mid-wicket, got caught by Simandeep Singh. Here's Dwayne Smith. Underrated, I feel, as a bowler. Underrated, I reckon, Dwayne Smith. And one of his gripes, whenever I've had the opportunity to speak with him, he's always said that he'd like to bowl more in 2020 cricket. Which he doesn't, but he does like bowling. Could be a good contest right here now. Dwayne Smith against Munir Dar, and the one delivery that Dwayne Smith has, which he bowls well, is the Yorker. He can bowl a good Yorker, and get the feeling that he might have to produce one here to stop Munir Dar doing some damage.
He's actually brought fine leg up into the ring, pushed mid off back, so I think you're right. I think he's targeting the Yorker. He might be trying to bluff Munir. And there it was.
Oh. Don't do that.
Yeah, of course. Well, both of us were over in New Zealand recently, weren't we, when for the Under-19 World Cup, and a South African batsman picked up the ball, didn't he? And the West Indian captain appealed.
Jeevshan Pillay for South Africa. See how he likes to bowl that. Just bowl a little bit slower, but the length was full. Right, now what do you do there? Now, okay, now just what would you do?
Well, to be fair to him, I think he actually looked up at Dwayne Smith and said,
asked him.
Yeah, and asked him. And I think that's what you got to do. You got to look at the fielder and ask him. And you don't like to see that happen at any stage, do you? Really?
Run rate's gone over 9 now. 68 required from 44.
I just think, I mean, of course, when they're 91 for 5, they'd want this again. But just really curious about the tactics here, the Galaxy. And if they had their chance again, whether they would just play a little bit more circumspect, play good shots, take the pressure off Sangakkara.
Just work this leg side just for one.
Just think those 3 wickets early. And then we had Sangakkara and Devcich, and there was so much pressure on those two. It's almost they could not make a mistake. And of course, Sangakkara just almost yorked himself, didn't he, when he looked like he was trying to go over the top against Patel and caught and bowl, and that was such a crucial moment.
I'll have to bowl another one here.
Interesting to watch Smith here, because the short balls he's bowling are almost exclusively off-pace deliveries, isn't it? He's either going the Yorker or the slower ball bouncer.
The end of the over. 93 for 5 from 13.
Galaxy Gladiators Lantau.
The wickets have gone down from the very first ball. This is Cameron Delport, found mid-wicket, very first ball of the innings. This is Amandeep Singh. He had a bit of a flash. Samit Patel taking a great catch to remove Sangakkara, and then we had an unfortunate run out. And the run out with Rayad the thrower and Devchich all at sea.
They haven't quite structured their innings the way they want, and now at 93 for 5 off 13, they've given themselves a little bit of a mountain, don't they? And
the attack now for the Cantons.
You question what's coming next in the batting order, and therefore how much pressure is on these two, particularly James Franklin. I think he's got to anchor this innings home.
Ashar Zaidi back. Oh, he's bowled in the arm ball straight up. That's the one that doesn't turn. It goes, we call it the arm ball. It goes straight on with the arm, and that one was spearing in with a curve on it. Underspin. Oh, he almost repeats it. I think he looks a decent bowler, Ashar Zaidi.
Oh, he is. I mean, he's been used well at the two counties I've seen him play at in Sussex and Essex. Very handy, particularly in the short form, because he's a batsman as well. He comes out and he can turn the games with the bat, and then obviously do a very good job with the ball. Well, extraordinary stat there. It was his 8th delivery before he conceded the run. So a wicket made in first up, and then another dot. So he's been perfect on this pitch.
I think he's got in his mind he wants to keep bowling these sort of spear deliveries. He's quite a low arm, and he somehow gets an underspin, and he's getting the ball to go on here. Munir, I don't think he wants to give him too much room, because I think he'll know he'll be picking it out of the block of flats. Oh, this is close. This is close. Oh.
Mick Martell, the umpire there at the Victoria Harbour end, find it hard to be able to give this LBW. Look, with the angle coming in, I think that might have been just outside the line of off stump. It was a close call, probably going on to hit.
Couple of runs saved by Waqas Khan. It's 96 for 5, 6 to go.
Proving quite the handful. Lantau now 5 for 96 after 14.
And as we look at the run rates here, the Gladiators just fall in a way that they're trying to build a partnership because they lost so many wickets early, but now just getting a little bit behind. But they'll know Kowloon fell away badly in their last 10 overs, so they can just put a couple of big overs together, there is still a good chance.
Back into the attack now, Paul Van Meekeren.
Yeah, that worm is just a little bit low. Should be higher than that, but run rate is 10 required, 63 required off the next 6 overs. Paul Van Meekeren comes back into the attack. 2 overs, 7 dot balls, 1 for 16. Munir Dar would appear to be the danger man here, but James Franklin has played a lot of cricket, knows what to do. Munir Dar on strike. Not going to bowl it yet. Fielders are moving.
Lantau requires 63 runs from the last 6
Just
overs.
one too many outside the ring here, I think, for Kowloon. Just bringing mid on, just standing right in front of us, Wahab. But you think 10 and over, Alan, that's very gettable. Particularly on this small ground, it's just the wickets in hand. They lose 1 wicket here, they could be in all sorts of trouble.
You would think that the extra pace of someone like Paul Van Meekeren would be crucial in combating the bottom hand stuff technique that we see from Munir Dar. Yeah, you can see that he's trying everything really to use that bottom hand, get the ball leg side.
as we see a partnership of 24 from 27 deliveries. They've been together for a while now. It's almost time to go, isn't it? They've just got to get a couple of good overs. They don't want to be chasing 15 for the last 3.
No, it's this over that's crucial, and the next one, you don't really be leaving it to the last 2 overs. Now, James Franklin's got to get going here as well. He's faced 12 balls and he's got 14. He's just hit the 1 boundary.
I'm not sure about this. Van Meekeren bringing 3rd man up, so he can't give any width here to Franklin.
Slower. Just a bit slower from Meekeren. Now then, since we've had a boundary, 18 deliveries since we had a 4, and it's been 33 since we've had a 6. The boundaries have been in short supply.
Yeah, but particularly here. I mean, the boundaries in some corners are so short. It doesn't take much. 18 balls without a boundary. They just put themselves under pressure. They had to rebuild.
Or bowled. Straight. Absolutely straight. Not a lot that Franklin could have done about that. It had to be something of a gamble.
Interesting enough, I just think a couple of these players are a little bit underdone, particularly as a number of them are coming from the Northern Hemisphere, where it's the winter, because most of the players from the Southern Hemisphere are in the middle of the season, so you get guys who are probably just coming out of the indoor centre, whether they've hit a lot of balls as well. So yeah, I mean, they might not have played for 4 or 5 months. Just your timing, your rhythm's a little bit off. Just like that.
It's a good point, actually. Good point. It's pretty grim over there in the UK at the moment. But it's cold. Where would Paul van Meekeren have come from? He wouldn't have played since the end of the season, would he? Or has he been playing?
No, I think he definitely would have been with the Netherlands, because, I mean, they've got the World Cup qualifiers coming up, so whether they perhaps have been in Dubai playing, but yeah, some big games coming up for a lot of the associate countries, trying to get through the World Cup qualifying stages, and Van Meekeren is going to be he's going to play a big role for the Netherlands.
Oh, he's got another one that's gone straight over the sight screen behind him. A Tiara Maximum of rather strange quality.
Well, Van Meekeren can look disappointed here, but I think he's just hit a length and enabled Munir to free his arms. I wonder whether the talk to him when he came on was actually go hard here at the stumps when you get a chance at Munir. And the Kookaburra has gone wandering again, hasn't it? We're up to number 5 with the lost ball counter. Just a little top edge, but enough pace on the ball. She's hitting the netting behind the sight screen. That could have ended up a long way down the road.
But I'm not sure what people would do if they found a kookaburra in the streets around here. I'm not sure if they would have seen too many running down the hills here. That's the end of the over. 15 bowled, 105 for 5, 54 needed from the last 5.
Galaxy Gladiators Lantau now 5 for 105. They require a further 54 runs from 30 balls.
Well, a pretty good over from that, as we see the ball being returned from one of our young spectators here. 9 off that over, and yeah, well, the Galaxy need a few more of those. Still a good chance with 5 overs to go. 105 for 5 off 15.
Well, Van Meekeren's got 1 left. Wahab Riaz has got 2. I think he would be key now for the Kowloon Cantons. Samit Patel's bowled 3 overs, 1 for 23. 5 overs to go. We're going to see spin.
Well, I imagine Wahab's going to bowl the 2 overs from the line rock end with the short straight boundary, and they're going to prove crucial.
Premeditated from Munir Dar.
I don't mind the fact he's looking to hit towards the leg stump here, Alan, just because I think he knows Aizaz is not trying to spin this ball at all. He's just trying to bowl darts from wide of the crease, almost get the ball to swing into the batsman. So he wants to keep going to the leg side boundary.
It's a wide. Speared in by Aizaz. So 52 required from 29. And that run rate goes up to a fraction under 11. Is that wide, or has he got a bat on that? I think it might have just touched that.
Just a little inside edge, I think, that just got a touch on it and handy. Oh, I wonder if he's thinking this is one of the overs he's got to go. 2 overs with Wahab left in the last 4. So who are you lining up? That's the question for the batsman.
It's a good looking shot, but he's put it straight down the throat of mid-wicket, and Aizaz has his own celebration. He's removed the dangerous James Franklin. Wahab Riaz takes the catch, didn't get hold of it. Franklin's gone for 19. It's 111 for 6.
Just probably leaving too much to do here, and Franklin, who just didn't look like he was in good touch. Just another one, he hasn't got out of the middle. It's just clothed it a little bit, hasn't he? You could see the bat turn in his hands, and he's hit that straight down Wahab's throat. And Zadie doesn't mind a little celebration, does he? I think he was the old dad, but I think he was crucial in their win with the ball in last year's final. Proving crucial again here today.
Well, new batsman is Jade Dernbach. Ah, he's got his name on his shirt. He didn't before. He's called Ricky. But anyway, he's Jade Dernbach.
I would suggest he's one of the worst players in England county cricket. So this is the highest I reckon he's ever batted.
Played a very good hand here, Aizaz. He batted well, and he's picked up 2 for 9 here. Bowls it full length as well.
I could be a little bit harsh on Dernbach, but Zadie with 2 for 9 off 2.5 overs.
As Dernbach put this, he's put this into the hospitality suites. Tiara Maximum from Dernbach, pure jade. 117 for 6, 16 gone.
A big Tiara Maximum to end the over from Dernbach. Aizaz's 3 overs.
Got stuck into him there, Alan, but he's played that beautifully, hasn't he? He's just
Galaxy Gladiators
shuffled across. Knew that with the angle of the delivery, he could take it towards the leg side. Just got under it and got enough on it. And that's a very good shot out over square leg.
We're set for an exciting finish here at the Hong Kong T20 Blitz, sponsored by KPMG. Back into the attack, Wahab Riaz.
Commentary change. We're going to have Gotham and the Professor, Dean Jones.
Well. 42 of 24. Got Dean Jones alongside, who's got a theory of 40 of 20. Dino, we are right in that zone. I know they're 4 wickets in hand, but 40 of 20, you reckon they've still got a chance?
Yeah, but unfortunately this didn't help here. It's just why he went for the biggest side of the ground instead of hitting it straight. And easy catch, and I just thought it would have been better. Yes, Ashik, why would he do that to me? Yes. Is that a dab? He just dabbed.
Oh, Wahab. I know Jay Dernbach's having a laugh about it, but he's done that to so many people himself. He's getting a dose.
He's not happy with this one for the over. Well, it's a slow ball here, and yet did it go over shoulder height? Anyway, it's upset him. So they need 41 off 22 balls. They still have got a chance here. Oh, not by playing shots like that, they won't.
Another dot ball from Waqas, showing all his experience.
Now he's got a smile on his face. That was a friendly delivery. I'm not sure how you could call one for the over, but... You have a look at this.
Yeah, the umpire's right, yeah. It's one for the over, and then the Yorker backed it up. Will he have the courage now to bowl a Yorker, middle and leg stump? That might be enough here for this guy. He said, I've had enough, you face him. He was always taking one there, but he was never coming. He could see, he said, he's too fast for me.
They're all having a laugh out there. Munir Dar, we know he can be a finisher, so he's key. Dernbach can hold his own. We've seen that. We've seen one big six from him already. 40 of 20, exactly the figure, Dino. Exactly 40 of 20.
Yeah, well, the players tell me that I work with that they believe if you get in that situation, you can win 7 out of 10 games. So, lost maybe 1 or 2 too many wickets for me for that. 40 off 20. Fielding. So they've got to take it deep. Just a matter of working out which bowler you can go after. Who's the guy you can really hurt and take 15 or 17 off and over?
Not going to be him. He's bowling his 3rd over. So he's bowling the 17th, he'll bowl the 19th. So 18 and 20 are the overs to target.
What was that? Well, he's laughing. He couldn't get out of there quick enough. Oh, I don't know what was he trying to do that? Oh, just when he had half a chance of getting into this
Galaxy Gladiators Lantau
game under control, he plays a shot like that. 120 for 7.
He's still smiling. Jay Dernbach.
Lantau now require 39 runs from the final 18 deliveries.
That was not the kind of shot to try. He was flattened in more ways than one.
He's looking at his... What are you doing? What sort of shot was that? He was never going to hurt him, was he? He's always going to bowl it full and straight. Anyway, they're under control. 39 required from 18 balls.
New batsman for Lantau, Imran.
Yes, see it from front on leg stump.
Well, I don't know what he was doing there. He had more moves than the Balinese watch there. And he's laughing about it. I don't think the coach will be laughing about his efforts there, I can assure you.
So there you go. If you're talking about overs to target, they've got to target Samit Patel. No choice.
All right. Easy, Simo, easy.
37 now required. 38 of 17.
I think this is the over. They have to target someone here. They have to go after Samit here. Imran Arif. Can he launch him for a couple of sixes? We've got to firstly get the strike to Munir Dar if he can.
Wahab Riyaz is going to bowl the next over, and really from the Kowloon Cantons' point of view, they want to just finish it off here. That run rate required is going up exponentially every delivery.
He's having a go. And it's good bowling by Patel because he's just stopping him from getting underneath it, keeping the ball nice and full. Very cagey bowler he is. Had a good day. Oh, nice little deflection. Okay, so we need a 6 here. Got them. 35 from 13. To get a 6 here, 29 from 12 for the next 2. They need a 6 or a boundary. Well, he's gone for the reverse sweep. Pretty hard to read this game at times, I've got to assure you. End of the over. 125 for 7.
1 wicket for 27. What a match he's having, Canton supporters. Make some noise for Sami Patel.
I guess if that came off, you'd say the idea was right. They had to try something different against Samit Patel, firing them in delivery after delivery. Wahab Riyaz with an over to come.
Galaxy Gladiators Lantau now require 34 runs from the final 2.
Interesting score if you have a look at the first 2 games. 132 last evening, 195 this morning. Today, pretty much halfway point, 158. So you'd reckon it was a total that was chaseable or defendable, given the track record on this pitch so far.
Oh, where's that gone? It's in the air. Someone wants to catch it, surely. And takes it. That might be the last rights here for the Gladiators. The experienced Munir Dar tries to launch one out of the ballpark, and all he could do was just throw it up into the air. So unfortunately he has to go for 28. It's 125 for 8.
Cantons love it now, they're dancing in the aisles. This was their one last hope, Munir Dar. He batted well until that point. Ran out of partners, and have they run out of hope now? Simandeep taking the catch very safely. 34 of 11 with 5 of those to come from Wahab Riyaz. 2 men who bowl really well, Harun Arshad and Imran Arif. Not sure if they can repeat their heroics with the bat.
Well, now it's getting really tough now for the Galaxy Gladiators Lantau. 34 from 10. They've got to try to get a couple of boundaries here to have any chance whatsoever. You can't expect it coming for a number 10, number 11 batsman, though. It must be said. Oh, hang on. Oh, good catch. Now, my biggest question is, did he put the ball on the ground then when he fell forward? So they're giving it as out. That was an interesting one there for me. Good catch there from Smith. And unfortunately, Imran Arif's got to go for 2. And now they're in all sorts of trouble. 125 for 9.
Yeah, we'd like to have a look at that one again. We were just chatting about those angles of catches yesterday. No, he's all right.
Well, if that ball did touch the ground in that situation, it'll be given as not out because he's still in the movement of taking the catch. It's such a fine grey line, and they don't quite check it enough. I saw it. Well, I know we're only 30 metres away from it, but he took it really well in the end. Dwayne Smith.
Pascoe to the crease now for Lantau.
Daniel Pascoe. He's bowled really well, Wahab Riaz. In his 4th over, already taken 3 for 12. Just not let the Galaxy Gladiators Lantau get anywhere close to this total. No wonder they're defending champions.
There's every chance we could finish here with a triple wicket maiden over here. Oh, now someone's out there. No, they'll get runs. And I'll get a couple. Oh.
Coming to the final ball.
Yeah, he was aiming for that triple wicket maiden, wasn't he? Wahab Riaz sets high standards for himself.
Now, yeah, for direct hit, he would have been out. Oh, and if he took it on the up, it was a difficult one. He would have been out. Well, that's out, I can assure you. So there's nothing worse than being bowled out in a 20-over match, and that's terrific bowling, it must be said, by Wahab Riaz, picking up his 4th wicket. 4 for 14, 16 dot balls at economy rate of 3.5. What a performance.
Yep, they've come to the party and they've shown us why they're defending champions. The Kowloon Cantons winning by 31 runs. Towards the end, it looked like an even bigger margin than that. They've bossed over this game. Perhaps didn't get as many runs as they would have liked, but with ball in hand, they pegged away. And that was the last one from Wahab Riaz. Been outstanding.
It's been a while since I've seen a stump go out of the ground like that, like Michael Holding days, isn't it? Fantastic. He'd be pretty chuffed. Dwayne Smith, really, they were underdogs to win this. Chris Rogers was right. If they're going to win this game, they had to bowl the opposition out, and that's what they've done. All gone. Big hit on mid-wicket, got picked up. Again, the top 4 not doing the job. And, of course, Devchich, I thought, was doing really well and got run out, and that probably was the turning point of the match for me. Franklin, nice little cameo, 19, and Manjinder showed all of his experience for 28. And unfortunately, with 1 over to spare, they've been bowled out for 127.
Yeah, the story has been Wahab Riaz, but don't forget Ashar Zaidi, 2 for 15 in his 3 overs. Wahab Riaz just simply destroyed the lower order, but plenty of contributions higher up as well, and Ashar Zaidi, I think, should definitely be mentioned in there. 127 all out. Well, Lantau won the toss and asked Kowloon to bat first, and they did a really good job. They got to 158, even though they didn't have any standout performances as such. A top score of 44 from Waqas. But to chase that down, they needed somebody to stick in there, maybe even 1 half-century. They didn't get it. Falling short by 31 runs, the champions have won their opening game of the 2018 Hong Kong T20 Blitz. Yeah, there you go. 2 points for the Cantons.